listening to high school football here on WJOP 96.3. I'm Steve Bowen, live with Sean Gallagher. Big-time football match here. Newburyport taking on the Pentucket Panthers. So happy to be back in the booth with you, Sean.
Yeah, we've been 3 years since 104.9 North Shore Radio, and I'm proud to be here and representing the Clippers tonight. With a little color, and yeah, just like you said, two teams, 1 and 3, Steve. When you look at the teams, they're very, very talented, and both coaches very smart. When you play outside the league with the MIA playoffs, you can get more points. So it's good to challenge yourself a little bit. But now we're back into league play. So this is going to be a really important game for both clubs.
Yeah, most definitely. Both teams high-powered offenses, led by Colin Fuller, the quarterback for Newburyport last week. 6 touchdown passes for this kid. The Boston Globe Player of the Week for Division 5. Colin Fuller going to be looking to have a great matchup tonight against this Pentucket defense, who's given up a lot of points, but they can obviously score a lot as well with big-time victory against Hamilton Wenham last week, 41-16. So put up a lot of points. They're led by QB Stephen Harper. Had 238 yards throwing, 3 touchdowns last week. He's got 9 touchdowns on the year. He's almost at that 1,000-yard mark is Harper. We're going to take a quick break here for the national anthem. That's your Newburyport Clippers band there with the national anthem. We're live here at Stehlin Field in Newburyport, Pentucket. Coming in 1 and 3, taking on the Clippers 1 and 3. I'm Steve Bowen with the one and only Sean Gallagher back in the booth. So happy to be here, Sean.
Yeah, we were just turn that volume down a bit. We were here a few years ago, Steve. It's great to have you back. We appreciate you coming out from North Andover to do local cable TV here with us and some radio.
That's it.
You know, you're the Joe Buck of high school football.
Hey, trying to be just like you, Sean. And now we got TV screen now. We're not used to this. We've come up to another level here. Make sure you check us out on YouTube, the PortMedia page. You can watch this game and listen to us. But we're right here, right about to kick off. Pentucket, they're kicking left to right. They're in that white jersey with the blue number tonight. Newburyport in that home maroon with the white lettering. Kicking left to right is Pentucket. From the 40, squib kick up the middle, taken by 19 at the 30 to the 35 and down at about the 38-yard line. Great field position to start the game for Newburyport.
Yeah, Pentucket just kind of kicks it to the second line there, afraid of the deep threat on Newburyport. And they're going to start with some great field position here for the Clippers.
All right, here comes this high-powered offense for Newburyport, coming off a huge win against Essex Tech, 48-21 in the last game. Had a bye week last week, so these kids are fresh and ready to go. They're big up at the line as well. They got a big guy named Jack Smith, 20 tackles this season for him. But here we go, Newburyport in the I formation, single back shotgun is Fuller. He's got 2 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Whistle on the play here.
Drew him offside that time. Hard count. Fuller, hard on the count there. He ends up, the defensive lineman jumps off sides. I think that's some good coaching, especially in the first play, the first series. Both teams, you get a little anxious out there. And I think Coach Molsky said, hey, let's just try, hard count the first play there. And Newburyport picks up 5 yards of penalty right there.
Yeah, that's like 5 yards for your coach right there, helping you out already.
There you go. Add it to the stats.
And that's
Coach Smolsky, plus 5.
That's it. That's what we love about Sean, too. He gives you that coach perspective, Hall of Fame coach from Salem. Also, great big-time player for Salem as well, so we get that perspective. So here we go, guys. First down and 10 from the 44-yard line is the Clippers. That single back with the shotgun is Fuller. Out of the gun, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's a handoff up the middle. Brought down, though, just going to be short of that first down. So, sorry, that was 1st and 5 now. Just going to be 2nd and 1 for the Clippers.
Yeah, that time Pentucket coming out in their 4 defense, 4-man front. Really just playing, you could tell they were in a zone, so there was some room there, running room. Pick up probably like 4 yards on first down. So it'll be interesting, and now it looks like they're staying back in that zone. Newburyport running the spread offense. They've been running the spread offense for the past few years now.
Out of the gun is Fuller. To the right of him is Souza, the running back. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff. Counter, though, for number 2. But he's brought down. But he gets that first down for the Clippers.
Trying to get the number on there. I think that was Paul Suzio.
Yeah, number 2. Nice little
pick up the first down this time.
That's it. They just want to get some momentum here in front of that home crowd. Get them behind them and come out here with a great first drive. That's their first down of the game. In the gun is Fuller. Single back. 2 wide receivers to the right now, 1 to the left for Newburyport. It's a handoff up the middle. Oh, he gets through somehow, some way. Troy Verdigis with the run.
Tell you, nice job that time. Double team at the point of attack. Come out in that pistol offense. That time the back behind and pick up a first down there, left side.
Yeah, the senior back, a little bit of patience there as he waited, and then got through and made something out of nothing there for Newburyport. This is a great first drive for them. 2nd and 1 from the Pentucket 41 is Newburyport. Back to that single back formation with Fuller in the gun. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It's another handoff. No, it's not. It's play action up the middle. Caught and complete. Great play by Newburyport. Tyler Churbanen with the catch.
Yeah, nice play action that time. Nice play call by Coach Smolsky there. They ran the ball. They've been having success. 2nd and short. They do a play action. Tight end coming right across the middle there. And right now, as you were saying, Newburyport's operating on all cylinders. Having Pentucket defense kind of on their heels right now.
Fuller did a great job of hiding that. And that definitely helped there with that first down play, getting that out to Chorbaden. Back to the gun is Fuller, single back. This time he hands it off. It goes left side. He's going to go down at about the 18-yard line. Another nice run there. Trying to get a number. Troy Verdicus.
Tell you, Jack Smith, the left tackle, and CM Harford, the left guard. Nice job that time on the double team.
Yeah, Newburyport definitely big up front. Captain Teddy Karen, Jack Smith, Will Roper. These are big guys for Newburyport. But Pentucket, they got a big line as well. 2 1-3 foes going at it here in the Cape Ann League. Every game matters. Here comes Newburyport. 2nd and 3. It's a keeper for Fuller. He gets a first down and more. Pentucket trying to take him down. Finally, he goes down about the 8-yard line. Had the whole team on top of him.
Yeah, nice hard running that time by Fuller. Keeping the legs going. Picks up the first down. That time, I just really like the play calling here. They run the speed option to the right. Pentucket's in the zone, so both the linebacker and the corner go after the pitchman, and then, no contain on Fuller. He ends up cutting it up. Nice read that time.
Colin Fuller, over 1,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards running for his career. So he's a dual threat for the Clippers. He's in the shotgun with a single back. Is Verticus. 2 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Fuller in the gun, ball at about the 8-yard line of Pentucket. Newburyport looking to get their first score of the game, 0-0 on the board. Here's Fuller. First throw of the night to the back of the end zone. Oh, almost complete, but 84. Sam Craig can't bring it in.
Yeah, just off his fingertips that time. Almost a great catch there in the corner. Like that call also, first down. You have Pentucket kind of on the heels. You've been showing a lot of run. You take a one-on-one coverage on the right side to Craig and almost had that right in the corner of the end zone.
Sam Craig, a big option as he has 43 catches, 7th all-time for Newburyport. And 9 career touchdowns, puts him 5th on the list. He almost had another one there. Back to the gun is Fuller, single back, Verticus. He gets the carry, goes up the middle. He's got some daylight. Let's see if he gets in. Oh, they put him down at the 1-yard line, maybe even the half-yard line, Sean.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll tell you, nice hard running that time. And you got to credit this drive for that offensive line. I'll tell you, Jack Smith, Sam Hartford, Noah Benson, TJ Skiba. That time they run to the right side. They had another great double team, point of attack, and just kept those legs going. It looks like we have Newburyport injured player. We'll see what that is. Well, in the old days we'd be going to a commercial timeout.
Yes, we would. Now we got to figure this one out, Sean. Yeah, Troy, only 84 yards running on the year, and he's been getting a lot of carries so far tonight. So he'll probably get over that 100-yard mark, and he's got to be close to it already tonight.
Right, and I bet, the Pentucket coaches watching film, and Fuller's just such a great player. So it's almost like the old Bill Belichick, right? You try to take away what the team does best, and everything runs through Fuller. So I think it's going to give some opportunities for some of these other running backs and some of these receivers to step up. And I'll tell you, though, that's a tough task to try to stop Colin Fuller if you're a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, good luck with that. Definitely one of the best players in the area is Fuller. He comes out of the shotgun. Unfortunately, Troy Verticus comes out of the game after that great run he had. Single back now is Suzio. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fuller in the gun position. 3rd and 1 from the 1-yard line. It's a handoff up the middle, but met by the Pentucket line. Oh, wait, we might have a fumble on the play. Turnover. He's saying it's down. Pentucket thought it was a turnover, but great defensive play there.
Yeah, that time we've been watching. Pentucket's been running in his zone, which makes sense. You don't want to get beat over the top. And that time, goal line defense, so they man up on the wideouts, and they just did all-out blitz that time, right up the gut.
4th down and 2 now after the loss on the play for Newburyport. They're looking to score at 0-0, 5:52 on the clock. They're going to go for it, folks. Fuller in the shotgun. Back in the game is Verticus. He's just to the right of Fuller. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Big play coming up here for the Clippers. Here we go. Fuller. He keeps it, goes up the middle. Touchdown, Newburyport.
Yeah, that time, once again, he did have the option pitch, but he was just looking to run right over the guard that time. As the defensive flowed to the outside, Fuller, just being a good running back / quarterback, just saw the lane and said, I'm going to cut it right behind the guard there for a touchdown, untouched.
6-0 Newburyport with 5:33 here in the first quarter. Fuller with another touchdown in his historic season that he's having. Going to go for the extra point is the Clippers. It's up, and it is wide to the left, so 6-0 here in Newburyport. Clippers get that first score. Let's see what Pentucket can do to bounce back. Panthers 1-3 on the year. They're Division 6 out of West Newbury. 1-1 in the Cape Ann League is Pentucket. They are led by their quarterback, Stephen Harper. He has 9 touchdowns on the year, almost 1,000 yards throwing.
Tell you, that was just a great drive, and I think it started off, with the first play, the offsides there. got right away Newburyport being the home field advantage. They already got a lot of the enthusiasm. They're at home. You get a penalty right off the bat. Now you start to say, all right, we're feeling pretty good. Great drive there. I think it was a great play calls by Coach Smolsky and his staff, keeping the Pentucket defense on their heels. I'll be interested to see, because that whole series they predominantly ran a zone with a free safety in the middle. Tell you, if I was Pentucket, I might, go man-to-man on the outside and maybe bring an extra guy in the box, because you're going to stop. You have to stop that run. And with the extra guy in the box, you can also spy on, Colin Fuller. But as we said, trying to stop him is going to be a task and a half.
Most definitely. Now we got a kickoff right to left from the 40 of Newburyport. Not a high kick at all. Bounces at about the 32. Pentucket jumps on it. They're going to start at their own 27-yard line. And we're going to see this Pentucket Panther offense for the first time tonight. Highly touted is this offense. They put up 41 last week against Hamilton Wenham. They had they unfortunately lost to Amesbury 38-28, but we know that's a good team over there, high division team. So to put up 28 against them, this offense can definitely score. They got the number one passer in the area and Steve Harper. They got Jackson Miller, one of the best rushers in the league. So here comes that Pentucket offense in that white jersey with the blue lettering. They go to the same type of offense with that shotgun. Man coming across, number 2 on the end around, looking to get by that Newburyport defense, but they are only a few yard gain, about 5 or 6 on the play. That was number 2, Nick Carrion with the carry.
Yeah, just a quick jet sweep that time. They pick up about 6 yards on that. So a nice first play there for Pentucket.
Pentucket now on their own 34-yard line, 2nd and 4. They go with that shotgun with Harper. Single back. 2 wide receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. Man in motion. Comes across. Captain Kacheski. It's a keeper for Harper. He's looking to throw. Trying to find that man. Tucks it in, though. Going for the first down. Going to be close. I think he gets it, though. We're going to see. Oh, no, they're going to mark him short. Let's see. Yeah, they're marking him short, so it's going to be a big 3rd down coming up for Pentucket, about 3rd and 2.
Tell you, the strong side linebacker that time, Henry Thurston, Newburyport, just did a great job coming up, filling in his hole, and then just chased down the quarterback there to stop him for the first down. So great hustle that time by Thurston.
3rd and short for Pentucket. Harper in the shotgun. Man in motion. Doesn't give it. It's a keeper for Harper. The quarterback going to get that first down. Great play call there for the Panthers.
Yeah, that time just, run right over the left guard, double team. Just enough to get the first down.
So moving the chains.
Very, very similar, as you were saying. This is an evenly matched game, Steve, and you can tell both squads pretty well evenly matched on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, most definitely. Size-wise as well, very comparable. Flag. Saw some motion up there.
I think they got encroachment on, the defensive end or one of the defensive tackles. So that time a hard count by Pentucket, by Hopper.
1st and 5 for the Panthers from their own 44-yard line, 6-0 Newburyport. Panthers trying to counter with a strong offensive drive of their own right here. Out of the shotgun is Harper. Man in motion comes across Kacheski. But it's a pitch to the left. First down. Nice run play, but flag on the play.
Yeah, I think you can get Holden out here against Pentucket. Looks like on one of their wideouts. Downfield block. That's what we got.
Max Collier with the carry. But like Sean said, that's coming back.
I saw, that's I don't want to say that's the danger, but when you run those jet sweeps and things to the outside, you really, you're receivers really got to keep their hands inside, because that's the first thing that the referees are going to see. As soon as that hand gets on the shoulder pad or outside the shoulder, you're going to get that holding call.
Back to the shotgun is Harper. Cloutier just to his right. Single back man in motion comes across. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Harper looking to throw. He does. He's got a man open. Number 2. He's off and running. Big first down.
Yeah, I was carrying that time again. Nick Carrion.
Yeah, Carrion, one of their big playmakers. 81-yard touchdown run last week and a 28-yard TD catch.
First down and 10.
Big first down there for the Panthers. They're now on Newburyport's 45-yard line, and they are driving. In the backfield, the single back, Cloutier. Just to the left. Man in motion comes across. They give it to him on the sweep. It's number 13. He's got some room to the 40, 30, and met by the defender, number 25 of Newburyport. Great tackle, because if he gets by Brandon Foiler, probably going to be a touchdown for Pentucket.
Yeah, that was time very well executed that time on the jet sweep. Pentucket, the wide outs, great blocking downfield, got on the safeties in the corner. That's really key for your DNs to maintain, contain. And I think that's what Coach Smolsky, I think, is calling a timeout. Probably to remind the DNs. I mean, it's great to be aggressive and to come upfield and try to make plays, but you really got to maintain, contain, especially against the speed of Pentucket.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we were both talking before a game, thought, both offenses were going to be high-powered, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. Not much defense, just a lot of offense. Makes for a great high school football game, that's for sure.
Yeah, I tell you, both teams well coached, and coming into the KPN, this is a big KPN rival. And as we said, with the MIA playoff system, the way it's, devised, so you can have some losses in the beginning of the year, but it's really taking a hard look at your league play. And tonight's going to be a big game for both clubs.
Harper in the gun, 2 wide receivers to the right now, 3 with the man in motion, 1 to the left. They have a single back. Doing a hard count is Harper, trying to get him to go off sides. Then he looks back to his coach, then audible. They're going to change it up. Changing the play call at the line. Harper still in the gun. Not a good snap, but he's looking to throw. Goes to the right. Now he tucks it in, trying to get to the 30, but he's met by 3 defenders. Nice little run there, though. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards.
Tell you, it was well covered that time. It looked like Newburyport switched it up to man-to-man coverage, so no one was open. They did pick up. The quarterback did break contain once again and picked up a few yards there, but well defended by the secondary.
Second down and 5 for Pentucket. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. 6-0 Newburyport lead, but Pentucket looking to bounce and counter back with a big drive here. Time of possession for both teams has been really good so far. Exactly how they probably planned it. Harper in the gun. Single back just to the left of him. It's a pitch. He's got some room to the 25. He's brought down. That's number 3. Jackson Miller.
Once again, just a quick pitch that time, and I think eventually Coach Smolsky is probably going to start to take a look at manning up on those receivers, and then really maybe getting some assistance with his linebackers there with the blitzing to the outside. Because if you're looking at success thus far for Pentucket, it's been really on the perimeter, getting to the outside.
Yep. They got a lot of weapons, too. Miller, usually a great defensive player, had 2 interceptions last week, but they get him there on the run, and he gets a nice one. Here's on the first down. Harper looking to throw, but tucks it in as he makes some guys miss. He's going left side. He's got some room. Gets a block in front of him. Touchdown, Pentucket.
Yeah, that's one you just have to say sometimes, that's a pretty good athlete right there, Harper. As he's running to the right side, it seemed like he was going to be contained and bottled up here. Then he cuts back to the left against the grain, and then you just saw the speed right to the corner of the end zone.
Great play, great bounce back for the Panthers after giving up the first touchdown. They tie it up 6-6. They're going to go for the extra point. Newburyport missed theirs, so Panthers could have the lead here to start the second quarter. We'll see how this extra point goes. Number 7, the Harper, the quarterback, also the kicker. Like Sean said, great athlete. That was a phenomenal play by him. Found some room and got to the end zone. Oh, it's a botch. Now looking to throw his Harper as he has it in his hands. He does. 2-point conversions. Good. I don't think I've ever seen that before, Sean.
Yeah, that's when you know things are going well. When you botch the snap, it bounces into your kicker's hands, and then most times you don't, you're happy on defense.
And the kicker's the quarterback.
You're not so happy when the kicker's Harper.
Exactly. What a play, this Harper kid. So 8-6 now. Phenomenal. They took a extra point, made it a 2-point conversion. Wow. So 8-6 lead now for the visiting Pentucket Panthers. You're listening to high school football here on WJOP 96.3. Make sure you check us out on PortMedia page. You can see this game on YouTube as we are broadcasting live with the camera. First time for Sean and I.
That's right.
We feel, we've just gone to another level, Sean.
That's right. Well, Maeve Power, our producer here.
Yep.
Yep,
she's doing a great job with Oliver Looker. We got Tom Goodwin on the camera. We got Lilly Dissette in the studio. Great team here on WJOP 96.3.
It's all about teamwork. Clipper pride up here.
That's it. All right, 8-6 lead for Pentucket. We're going to start the second quarter. They're going to be kicking right to left to the Clippers. It's on the ground squib kick, bouncing around. Newburyport touches it, it's live, but number 9 jumps all over it. Very smart play there for Tyler Chorbinen.
Yeah, both teams have been reluctant to kick it deep. They've been really kicking it to like that second tier. This time it almost looked like an onside kick.
Yeah.
Or at least an attempt of an onside kick.
Yeah, usually we're seeing them kick it as far as they can, but not tonight.
Yeah, I think both teams offensively are pretty good, and if you're Pentucket, you got that momentum. Sometimes you might want to kick it deep and make Newburyport drive the length of the field, but Newburyport has pretty good field position right here.
Here they come. Man in motion comes across. It's Sirota. Looking to throw is Fuller on the run. Trying to find an open man. He goes across the middle. Caught and complete. Great play there. Silas Brennan with the catch. Oh, we got a flag, Sean.
Ineligible. I think one of the sometimes that's what happens there. Your quarterback scrambles. Fuller does a great job buying himself some time. And sometimes the offensive line is being aggressive, which is what you teach them. But when they're blocking that long, sometimes they cross that line and the ineligible receiver downfield. And I think that's what happened. So I think Newburyport's aggressiveness and that offensive line kind of, set them back a little bit.
1st and 15 is the Clippers from their own 28-yard line. Fuller in the shotgun. Verticus, he's back in the game from being hurt earlier. He's the single back. 2 wide receivers to the left, to the right. Fuller pitches it to the left to Verticus, but a great tackle there. Number 3, phenomenal tackle for Pentucket. Jackson Miller.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Nice job, Miller, on that, reading the option. The Newburyport, that first series hurt. I think there was 2 plays where they hurt him with the option, and that time they ran it, and there was some defensive adjustments made by Pentucket. So 2nd and long here. Tell you the penalties, it's not necessarily just the yard you lose, it's the momentum. It's like a mental you have some momentum, and you have a big catch here for a first down, and all of a sudden, boom, your emotions are taken out of you because of the penalty. So see if they can get some, make this a 3rd and manageable, get some of these chunks back.
2nd and 16, Fuller keeps it, runs to the left side, right side. Nice run, though. Gets close to a first down. This Fuller kid can really move. He's swifty. It's going to be just, I believe, short. Or are they going to give it to him? Oh, they're giving it to him. Great run there. 16-yard run for Fuller.
That was a great run. I didn't think he had the first down, but
Me neither.
hey, home court advantage right here.
That's it.
You don't argue that one.
Nope.
But I'll tell you, what an effort. 16 yards and gets them the first down and gets that momentum back for the Clippers.
Yeah, Fuller is a shifty runner, and he's got an arm as well. Here he comes out of the shotgun, hands it off to Verticus. He goes up the middle, gets about 3 yards on the play. 9:36 in the second quarter, 8-6. Pentucket leading the Clippers.
I'll tell you, I think Newburyport against Pentucket's defense. I think Pentucket's defense is fast. They can get to the outside pretty quick, but Newburyport's had a lot of success in between the tackles. And even when Fuller cut it back, he cut it back over the tackle. And that Pentucket defense is pretty aggressive, flying to the football.
Size-wise, they match up very well as both teams. Here comes Fuller in the shotgun, single back. Verticus, 3 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Fuller hands it off up the middle. Oh, he's got some room, gets through the hole, number 2. It's not Verticus, it's Paul Suzo with a great first down run and some of that momentum for the Clippers.
Tell you, nice job that time, and that's where I think right there is the Newburyport offensive line is doing a great job on the double teams on the inside. Anything in between those tackles, Newburyport's had success in that time. Suzo picks up like 12 yards right up the gut. And I think that neutralizes Pentucket's speed to the outside. You got to try to bring them in the box and make them play almost like a grind game. You bring them into the box there.
Newburyport 1st and 10 from the Pentucket 38. Out of the gun is Fuller. He's looking to throw. Oh, he does. He throws it long. He's got one-on-one coverage.
That's pass interference.
Yeah, he was all over him.
Yeah, he was. I mean, it took a while. Maybe, I think maybe the official had that sewed in there.
Oh, look at 13. He can't believe it. He says he was getting pushed. He was all over him. Aaron Keteshki. Clear as day penalty there.
That's where you credit the professional athletes for the complaining to the refs. It trickles down into the high school.
Most definitely. So after the penalty, they're going to put the ball at the 23-yard line.
And Pentucket's still playing that zone, which is, a zone is really good against a passing offense. It's also good so no one gets behind you. But I think that's why Newburyport's been having success running the football, because they have more guys. Newburyport has more guys in the box than Pentucket, so anything between the tackles is going to go for big yardage.
Fuller looking to pitch. He does to Verticus to the left side. Verticus got some room. He's going to the end zone. Touchdown, Newburyport.
Hey, a great job that time. Just a flick. I don't even want to call it an option. It was almost like a quick pitch to get that ball out there.
Great blocking as well for Newburyport. These guys, you can tell they're just very well coached. They know exactly what they're doing out there. That play was very well designed, and they did it with great execution.
Yeah, and that time Newburyport was out in space to the left side, and they have some great athletes. And I think right now the way Newburyport's running the ball, they've had success on the inside, they've had success on the outside, and I think Fuller makes the difference there.
Extra point is up, and it is good. 13-8 is the score now here in Newburyport. What a great drive to come back. After being down 8-6, they come back and they score themselves, get that lead 13-8.
Right, and now it's just defensively, coming up with some answers here. There's 7 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Newburyport defense is going to come out and see if they can slow down this Pentucket offense.
Yeah, Pentucket just got a really high-powered offensive team. put up 41 points last week against Hamilton Wenham. Lost to Amesbury 38-28. Medway lost 7-0. Didn't even score in that game. And then Northeast Metro, they lost their first game of the year 31-30. So they've been in some really close games. But they come in 1-3. Same with Newburyport. They're off that big win versus Essex Tech a couple weeks ago. They had a bye week last week. Lost to the D5 powerhouse Canton 12-7, but a good close game. Bedford, they lost to a D4 team 26-8. And Masco, a Division II team, they only lost 27-20 as Newburyport, and they're up here 13-8 against Pentucket at home. It's a high kick at the 35. Pentucket player grabs it out of the air, and then he's brought down at about the 45-yard line. So great field position for Pentucket.
Yeah, and I think that's, as we were saying, both teams really aren't looking to kick it deep. This is almost like watching the NFL. We got like a 10-yard kick.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on right now.
Well, I'm sure both, when you're watching tapes, I bet both, the quarterbacks and the running backs are the deep ball handlers, and they probably seen some guys running it back. So coaches are like, all right, we'll give up field position versus giving up a big play touchdown.
I think you're spot on, Sean, because I see in my notes and my stats some kick returns have been made by both teams. So I think you're spot on there. That's the strategy for tonight for both teams. Here comes Pentucket, man in motion. Oh, but he stays back to the right side. Now looking to throw is the quarterback, Harper, but he tucks it in. He's now off and running, gets a first down and a couple more yards. Great play there by the athletic Stephen Harper.
Yeah, Harper once again break and contain. And I think right now the defensively the secondary is doing a great job covering the receivers. I just think really got to emphasize you got to keep Harper in the pocket. You cannot, he's almost like Lamar Jackson, those types of quarterbacks. Like he can break contain, and once he breaks contain, he has a throw pass option. But if you can force him to stay in the pocket, then you have a better chance of him not coming up with the bigger plays.
Out of the gun, man in motion comes across. Flag, though.
That was going to be a jet sweep. Offsides on the offense, so a break there for Newburyport.
Pentucket,
pushing them back a little bit.
They like that sweep. They keep going back to it.
Yeah, I just really I think the first half, Pentucket's their outside game, perimeter game has been something that has been a lot of success for that offense thus far.
Let's see what they do here.
Yeah, just looking to contain Hopper. Quarterback will roll left probably here, and he'll have the run-pass option.
1st and 15 for Pentucket. Audible. Harper calling a different play. He's got 3 wide receivers out to the left, a single back. And 1 wide receiver to the right. Out of the gun is Harper looking to throw. He throws long, caught and complete. Huge touchdown. Aaron Kateshki. Wow. Big time play there for Pentucket.
Yeah, that was just really just split the defenders right down the middle of the field. He threw that ball. It was probably 40 yards in the air, right on the money. Big touchdown that time for Pentucket.
Beautiful throw. Stephen Harper leads the area coming into the game with 866 yards throwing. That was a bomb right there. You can see why he's one of the top dogs in our area. Here's the extra point. Oh, it's off the post, off the other post, and no good. 14-13 is the score. I've never seen that, I don't believe, in person either, Sean. That's 2 things in the first half.
That's right. Hopper, first he, picks it up, runs it in. That one he hit both the goal posts.
And it didn't go in. Wow. What a game we have so far. 14-13 is the score. Pentucket up just 1, 5:41 on the clock here in the second quarter. We're live in Newburyport at Stehlin Field. This Week 6 matchup, Cape Ann League foes going at it.
Yeah, just I think both teams very evenly matched, and it's really going to start coming down, I think, taking a look at the defenses. Like, what defense is going to be able to slow these offenses down? Because thus far it's been an offensive ball game throughout this first half.
I mean, this game could come down to one play. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to broadcast it live for you here on WJOP 96.3. We'll be here next week as well as the Newburyport takes on the Linfield Pioneers. They're 3-1 on the year. And then we'll be back for the Triton game. They're 3-1 on the year as well. Here's the kickoff right to left from Pentucket. It's a good one. Bounces at the 25. Newburyport gets it at the 15 up the middle. Number 3 getting some yards, makes some guys miss. This is why you don't kick to him. This is why you don't kick to Eli Sirota all the way down to the Pentucket 40-yard line. Great kickoff return.
Here you go. Get a flag. It looks like a flag at the 30-yard line.
Oh, Sirota can't believe it. Hands on the helmet.
Think you get a push in the back.
Oh, what a momentum change.
Tell you exactly what you were saying. This is why both teams have been reluctant to kick it deep, because of the talented running backs that they got back there, return men.
Sirota, real fast. And he's like a defensive guy, 23 tackles on the year with an interception. But he is a speedster. He just got a little bit of room. He was off. But this ball's all the way back at the Newburyport 21-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10. Clippers down 13-14, 5:31 on the clock in the second quarter. They go right back to that spread formation. 3 to the right, 1 to the left are the wide receivers. Offset to the right is Verticus. But Fuller, the quarterback, looking to keep it. Oh, no, he throws it. Incomplete pass, though. Never had a chance. Looking for Sirota.
Yeah, nice job that time defensively by the Pentucket secondary. Tell you, both Hopper and Fuller, very similar type quarterbacks. Once they break contain, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense, especially the linebackers in the secondary, because they're in pass coverage, and all of a sudden those quarterbacks churn it up. They can pick up a lot of yards quick. That's why it's essential for those DNs and those outside backers to keep quarterbacks like that contained.
2nd and 10 for Newburyport. Verticus offset to the right of Fuller. 3 wide receivers to the right. Fuller keeps it, goes up the middle, makes some guys miss, has a hole. He's off and running to the 40, 45, brought down. Great run there for Colin Fuller.
Tell you, another great run. Great read by Fuller. I just really I think the Newburyport offensive line is doing a nice job in the interior there, Steve. They're double teaming at the point of attack. That's why I'm saying anything between the tackles, Newburyport's had great success. And then you continue to pound it inside a little bit, and that will bring those corners and people inside. And that's where you can your perimeter game and then some of your passes that you're looking to throw, off the play action.
1st and 10 from their own 45 is Newburyport. 3 wide receivers to the right. Fuller on the snap gets it out quickly to number 84. Great catch and go. He's off and running to the 40 and then goes out of bounds. 84. Sam Craig finally getting into this ball game. He's a big-time player for the Clippers.
Yeah, nice job that time. Really like the right guard pulling on the backside. End up picking up a blitz that time. You get the number on that one. That was TJ Skiba pulling across.
1st and 10 for the Clippers. In the backfield, just offset to the right, is Verticus of Fuller. He's in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Verticus gets the carry, goes up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. Gets about 5 yards on the run.
Nice job that time once again to the left side off tackle.
14-13 game, 3:58 left here in the second quarter. Newburyport trying to get the lead on this drive. They're at the Pentucket 29-yard line. Fuller out of the gun, offset to the right is Troy Verdicus. 2 wide receivers spread out to the left, 1 to the right. Fuller looking at that defense, trying to figure out what he's going to do. Here's the snap. He keeps it, Fuller does. He makes a man miss, makes another one, goes up the middle to the right side. He's got room, folks. He's off and running. Touchdown, Newburyport.
Nice job that time. Once again, Fuller just great vision running the football, sees the lane, picks it up, cuts to the right side, but really Craig Samuel, 84 on the right side, maintained his block for about 5 or 6 seconds downfield. Fuller ends up cutting that to that side when the play wasn't even on that side. It just shows you the type of hustle of Samuel Craig. You know, working on his man, blocking his guy, and all of a sudden that was the key for Fuller to get into the end zone. So great effort that time. Great drive once again by the Newburyport Clippers.
Here's Eli Sirota for the extra point. Hits the post, but I think it's going to be good. Yes, it is. That one went on the inside of the post. 2014 Clipper lead. You're listening to high school football here on WJOP 96.3. Check us out on YouTube as well on the PortMedia page. I'm Steve Bowen with Sean Gallagher. We're bringing you Newburyport high school football live here at Stehlin Field. What a great matchup we have tonight, Sean.
Yeah, KPN matchup. 2 teams really coming in 1 and 3, but very talented teams. As we were saying, you know, part of the strategy is you try to play outside your league and you try to play up to get points for the MIA playoff. But now you're sitting in the KPN League, and these are very crucial games for all of these teams.
Yeah, most definitely. Up next for Newburyport's going to be the Linfield Pioneers. They're 3-1. Make sure you tune in. Next Friday, we'll be broadcasting that game. Then Triton's coming to town. They're 3-1 on the year. And then North Reading and Amesbury on Thanksgiving for Newburyport. So they got a tough schedule. They got to win tonight to keep those playoff hopes alive. Same on the Pentucket side. They come in 1-3, but they have a difficult schedule as well. They're trying to keep their playoffs alive. On tonight's game is a kick left to right, picked about the 38-yard line. Great tackle made by Newburyport number 16, Quinn Brennan, to stop the momentum there of that Pentucket player.
Yeah, Brennan that time just running up there, putting his head in there, and great tackle.
Teddy Cloutier with that run on the kickoff. Didn't like the tackle. He was kind of looking back, but it was a great play. Great play. Here comes Pentucket now. They're down 14-20, 3:15 on the clock here in the second quarter. Watch out, quarterback Stephen Harper. He's in the shotgun. He's had some really nice plays tonight with the arm and with his legs. He's out of the gun looking to throw. He's running to the right side, trying to find an open man, makes a guy miss, but Newburyport swarms him, and a loss on the play, but I see some flags.
I think they're going to be calling a face mask here.
This Harper kid, he's so swifty, like he could just move one way to the other and make guys miss.
Oh, face mask against Pentucket.
Wow.
Up.
Usually you see it the other way.
Yeah, the referee pointed the wrong direction.
Oh, it happens.
There you go.
All right, we got it. At least they got it right, Sean. That's what it's all about.
I mean that looked like I would have called that an inadvertent face mask, but you know,
like what else was I gonna do type thing.
I don't think he brought him down by the face mask. So,
I don't think so.
Yeah, that doesn't count in my book.
All right, 2:48. Time is ticking here in the second quarter. Pentucket on the Newburyport 48-yard line. Man in motion comes across, so now 3 wide receivers to the left. Out of the shotgun is Harper. Throws it to the right side, caught incomplete. Looking for the first down. Oh, he gets it, number 3. Jackson Miller. Big play there for Pentucket.
Yeah, and Skiba that time made the tackle, but not until after the first down.
Both of these teams.
I think we had another flag. So that pushes Pentucket back. All right. There you go. I didn't see that one.
Me neither.
They pushed Pentucket back, so now it's first down and 12 for the Panthers.
Here they come out of the huddle. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Offset to the left is Jackson Miller of Harvey. Oh, it's a fumble on the play on the carry. Oh, but brought down. He was able to corral it. Was Nick Carrion, but he goes down for a loss on the play.
Yeah, that time just kind of a mishandle on the handoff that time that slowed Carrion down, and Newburyport took advantage. So it's 2nd and 13.
Pentucket stays in that spread offense. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Man in motion coming across now. It's a fake. Harvey on the play action, looking for a man. Now he's going to run, tucks it. Oh, he goes to the 50, 45. He goes to the outside. Stiff arm. Comes out about the 40-yard line. Going to be just short, but big third down coming. 3rd and 2 now for the Panthers. Just 1 minute left on the clock.
Right, nice job that time by the defensive end outside back, Henry Thurston. On the left side, contained him, and then made the quarterback kind of bounce back to the other side. So Hopper he does pick up a lot of yards, but did contain him.
3rd and short for the Panthers. Oh, they tighten it up. They bring in the bigs. Everybody's tight now. The tight ends are in. Everybody's in. Single back. In the gun is Harper. Just offset to the right is Jackson Miller. Harper looking to throw. Trying to find that open man. Goes across the middle. Incomplete pass. So going to be 4th and short. I think Pentucket's going to go for it here.
Harper's pass attack to catch me.
Yeah, they're looking to, I agree with you. They're going to go 54 seconds left in the half. Newburyport can stop them here. They're going to get the ball back with decent field position.
Yeah, with that offense, they can score at any time. We got a timeout on the field. Got a big play coming up. 4th and 3 for Pentucket from the Newburyport 41-yard line. 14 for the Panthers, 20 for Newburyport.
So we have some side notes here. It's Newburyport Youth Football Night. So the youth teams will be introduced at halftime. The head coach, Eric Grelly. Eric's a former assistant coach at both Triton Regional and NHS for a combined of 10 years. Also, Steve, we brought our cheerleading team back after a while, and Julie Wilmont, the daughter of Dan Wilmont, the owner of the Park Lunch, a famous restaurant, bar, and grill there in Newburyport. Julie's a former NHS cheerleader, has restructured the program, brought it back last year. So just congratulations to the cheerleaders who are doing an awesome job tonight. And just also want to thank Julie for all of her hard work in bringing the Clipper pride to the cheerleading program.
Great to see, and I believe the band will be here tonight playing at halftime, so we'll get that for you guys as well. And I'm sure the cheerleaders are going to put on a show as well, so really looking forward to that. Here's the big 4th and 3 now for Pentucket. Out of the gun is Harper. He's looking to throw, trying to find a man. He goes right side, got a man wide open, caught and complete. First down. Aaron Kachetke on the catch. Moving the chains is Pentucket.
Yeah, that time just slid out into the flat, right up to the outside, right by the first down marker, and a nice laser throw that time by Hopper.
Excellent play call by the coaching staff as he was able to get out of bounds as well, so that stops the clock at 46 seconds. 1st and 10 for Pentucket from the Newburyport 35. They're down 14-20 with 46 seconds left here in the second quarter. Out of the gun is Harper. Single back, just offset to the left is Jackson Miller. Man in motion comes across. It's a pitch to the left side. Miller gets it, makes a guy miss, makes another guy miss. He's got some room, but brought down by the linebacking core of Newburyport. About an 8-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, once again, well executed. really Pentucket, as we've been seeing this whole first half, the outside perimeter game, Pentucket's been really taking advantage of that throughout the first half.
Another timeout called to stop the clock at 31 seconds as Pentucket driving here, trying to get a last score before the half. Down 14-20. What a great game we've had so far tonight. Just high-powered offenses going at it, back and forth all night. What a great scene we have here. Ton of fans. Just great to be back here doing high school football with you, Sean.
Yeah, tons of energy. Beautiful fall night here for high school football. And, yeah, it's just there's nothing like it, and tons of tradition and pride here in Newburyport and, multiple state championships and multiple legendary football teams. And it's just an awesome community. It feels like we're back in the 1960s all over again.
Last season, Newburyport won that Cal Kinney division, 9-2 on the year. They went to the D5 quarterfinals, and they beat Amesbury last year on the 100th Thanksgiving game matchup.
That's all that mattered.
A lot to be proud here in Newburyport. That's it. All right, here we go. 2nd and 2 now for Pentucket. They're on that Newburyport 27-yard line. Just offset to the right is number 4. But Harper going to keep it out of the gun, looking for a guy. Can't find him, scrambling around, makes some guys miss. Is he going to throw? He's going to run. He tucks it in and just gets the first down and gets out of bounds. 26 seconds left here for Pentucket.
Yeah, that time, once again, the secondary, Newburyport secondary is doing a great job with the coverage on that play. And then, Hopper just really athletic, can elude the rush, finds a seam, gets out of trouble, and picks up the first down.
These quarterbacks, very, very similar, Colin Fuller and Stephen Harper. These guys can really throw the ball, but they can also make guys miss. So great to see both of these quarterbacks going at it. Two of the top QBs in the area. 1st and 10 with 26 seconds left here in the first half for Pentucket, looking to score. Offset to the left is Cloutier. Harper in the shotgun. He's running left side looking for an open man. He throws it. Caught and complete at about the 11-yard line. Great catch there. Aaron Kachecki.
Yeah, once again, Hopper buying himself some time. He's got a rocket for an arm. And ends up completing the pass. I think we got to get a little more pressure on Hopper if you can.
Great play call there for Pentucket. Both sides very well coached. You can tell, and just some great play calls for the Panthers. They're now 1st and 10 from the Newburyport 13, but just 20 seconds left here in the first half. Harper out of the gun, just offset to the right is number 3, Jackson Miller. Man in motion comes across. Harper running to the right side, looking for an open man. Newburyport, though, coming defensively and running out of bounds is Harper with 14 seconds left here in the first half.
Nice job that time by the defense containing Hopper. Henry Thurston, outside backer, pushing him out of bounds. I think when Hopper is just so athletic, when he starts to feel some pressure, he's looking to get to the outside. That's the whole idea, is if you can contain him and he doesn't have that lane to the outside, he's going to have to cut it up inside, and typically you'll have some help there. But right now, the Newburyport secondary has, I think, been playing a pretty decent series here and not really allowing many of his receivers to be open.
Jackson Miller, the single back offset to the right of Harper. Everybody in place, the wide receivers in tight in the formation. Calling an audible now is Harper. Now offset to the left is Miller. Man comes in motion, right to left. Harper looking to throw. He does. He goes to the end zone. Got a man. Caught and complete. Touchdown. Nick Carrion.
Yeah, nice job that time. Tell you, there was not a lot of room there. The coverage was pretty good. Nick Carrion just is like, he just fought for that football. There was a couple of defenders around him, and just a real aggressive catch to get that touchdown.
I like Harper. He didn't like what he saw. He called an audible. then finds his man carrying in the end zone. 20-20 is the score, just 8 seconds left in the first half. Pentucket going to try to take the lead on the extra point. Guess who it is? It's Stephen Harper, the quarterback, also the kicker for Pentucket. It's up, and it's blocked by Newburyport. So it's going to stay 20-20 with 8 seconds left. Let's see what maybe Newburyport can get a little deep run here, but they haven't really been kicking into them, so.
Yeah, I would imagine that Pentucket's probably going to squib the ball here to prevent anything, any big plays on the special teams.
So 8 seconds, 20-20 tie ball game, 40 points scored in the first half. We were kind of talking, high-powered offenses for both sides in the pregame, and they came out and they showed everybody that's exactly what they are. Two high-powered offensive clubs here, both 1-3 on the year, but don't let the records fool you. Both of these teams are very good and in a great battle tonight.
Yeah, we can see underneath that far goal post all the youth football players coming out. Eric Relly, the coach, going to be taking them out at halftime. So, as you were saying earlier, Steve, a great community event for the entire community. You have multiple families here enjoying high school football. This is what it's all about, bringing the entire Newburyport community together for a few hours where everyone can enjoy themselves.
All right, Pentucket going to kick off with just 8 seconds. It's that squib kick that Sean called, 41-yard line. Newburyport jumps all over it. So now 7 seconds on the clock. See if they do anything, or they're just going to take a knee, go to the half, Sean.
I'm not sure. They have decent field position here. Maybe see if they come out in a spread and try to get probably single coverage, maybe come out in the trips to one side and have single coverage on the man-to-man coverage and see if they can get an ISO pattern down the sideline.
Here comes Newburyport from the Pentucket 40-yard line. 3 wide receivers in tight to the left, one single guy out to the right side. That's Sam Craig, and out of the gun is Colin Fuller. Man in motion comes across. Fuller steps back, looks to throw. He does. Goes across the middle, caught and complete at about the 42 of Pentucket, but they swarm him and he goes down. So that's going to do it for the half. 20-20 ball game. Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to do a halftime for you, and then we'll be back for second half action. You're listening to high school football here on WJOP 96.3. 20-20 score here at halftime. Newburyport taking on the Pentucket Panthers. I'm Steve Bowen with Sean Gallagher. What a phenomenal first half of football, Sean.
Great first half football, and also a great second half there in the sense of halftime show. Steve Cohen and our band did an amazing job out there playing, and then also changed the mind. This is a group high school students developed a club to really bring awareness to mental health issues, not only in the community but also throughout the country, and just some great students, obviously talented students playing in the band, and then some just real community activists of our kids trying to make a difference in the world, and couldn't be happier and prouder of them. So, yeah, I think jumping back into the football game right now, I think really both teams I think are comfortable offensively with, what I think Newburyport did well offensively is I really like them double teaming the point of attack, running between the tackles. They've had a lot of success with the running game, and so I think that's a big key for them. On the other side, defensively, Pentucket really had a great job, and I think establishing the perimeter. Even when Hopper was contained, he's still breaking contained, getting to the outside. So I think for them, they will obviously want to continue that. If you're Newburyport defensively, I think you need to slow down that perimeter. So instead of blitzing up into the inside, maybe you start blitzing off the corners to really stop that outside game that Pentucket has. They want to keep you in space, and then you try to make them, you force them to run at you. is I think the key to the second half. I think it's really going to, as you said, Steve, going to rely on both defenses. What defensive schemes have they changed at the halftime to slow one of these offenses down?
Yeah, this could come down to one play. We're going to see 20-20 score to start the second half. Newburyport, they're going to be kicking off left to right to Pentucket. It's a long kick up the middle. Pentucket gets it at their 16 up the middle to the 25, patiently waiting to the 30, 35, 40. Finally brought down at about the 47-yard line. Great field position to start the second half for the Panthers.
Yeah, that time Newburyport tried to kick it deep. Nice job by the return team for Pentucket. They got some, field position back at midfield. So I think that's why we were, in the beginning, that first half, Steve, we were saying, why are you're seeing them kicking to that second level tier, and we saw it. Pentucket kicked it deep. Newburyport almost ran it back, and in that time, Newburyport kicked it deep, and Pentucket almost ran it back. So great special teams plays for both squads.
Harper out of the gun, 2 wide receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Offset to the left is the single back. He gets the rush, number 3 up the middle. Brought down for about a 5-yard gain on the play.
I think that was Miller with the carry.
Number 3.
Jackson Miller.
Known for his defensive play, had 2 interceptions last week and had a kick return. But they're giving him the ball to start the second half, and he gets that 5-yard gain on the play. Ball right at the 50-yard line here in Newburyport. Packed crowd. The cheerleaders back here in Newburyport. The band playing at halftime. Here under the Friday night lights, we got a great football game. 20-20 score. Harper in the gun, just offset to the right is Miller. Man in motion, left to right. It's a pitch to the right side to Miller. Makes a guy miss, but that defense swarms
great job.
him.
I really like that play that time defensively. Bringing that corner up. Really, I'm trying to grab a number there. Matt Page, number 24, did a great job. Comes up, takes on the kickout block, but then the linebackers, they force that play to the inside. So, that time Pentucket, they wanted the perimeter that time, and the way the Newburyport defense was set up and the way aggressiveness to the outside forced them to turn it inside with no gain. So I think that was one of the best defensive plays against the outside perimeter game thus far.
3rd and 8 for Pentucket from their own 48. Harper on the run, looking for a man open, doesn't find it, tucks it in, trying to get to at least the 50, goes out of bounds. So 4th and long coming up for the Panthers. Might be the first punt of our game. Let's see what they do here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a number on there because I want to give a lot of credit to Will Roper, the right defensive end. I'm telling you, Steve, went flat down the line, just continued to take on blocks, didn't come upfield, flat down the line, and once again, contain. That's what he just did. So that whole play for Harper not getting any yardage was due to Will Roper. Nice defensive job.
4th and 8 from the 48, punt unit out for the Panthers. And the kick's up. It's a high one, but it's a good kick all the way back to the 20. Fair catch caught. Ball's on the ground, but Newburyport jumps on it. Fair catch was called, so at about the 22-yard line, Newburyport going to start with their first offensive possession of the second half.
Yeah, that was a little scary. There's a lot of Pentucket guys around the Newburyport punt returner. Dropped the ball, but just jumped right on it. So nice recovery that time.
1st and 10 from their own 22 is the Clippers. 9:56 left here in the third quarter. 20-20 score. Fuller dangerous with his arm, but his legs as well. He's in the gun just to offset to the right of him is Varadukis. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Here comes Fuller. It's a pitch to the right side to Troy. He's got some room in a hole. Off and running to the 40. Oh, almost to the 40. Big first down there for Varadukis.
Yeah, I'll tell you, a nice play that time. And you can see the Pentucket defense, they're really trying to shut Fuller down. There's two guys on him, and they ends up pitching it, and Varadukis does a great job. You know, that's that whole mentality, as we were saying. You try to take the best weapon away, and so we all know how talented Fuller is, but it's going to give other opportunities for other players on the team to step up. And tell you, Varadukis is having himself a good game right now.
Yeah, he sure is. He's offset to the left of Fuller. Two wide receivers out to the left, one to the right. Fuller in the shotgun. Looking to pass. He does. Quick one. Oh, it's a catch by 84. Sam Craig, he's off and running to the 50. 40, makes a guy miss. He's to the 30 and out of bounds. Great play there, Sam Craig.
Tell you, nice play call. I was just, you know, we've been talking about that between the tackles. So that time they run a middle screen, and I think they have some success between the tackles. And Craig just does a great job catching the football, getting upfield, reading his blocks, bouncing it to the outside. I'd really like to see Newburyport continue to run between those tackles.
First and 10 from the Pentucket 22 is the Clippers. Just offset to the left is Varadukis. Here comes Fuller out of the gun. Keeps it on the option, but he's met by that Pentucket defense at the line. No gain on the play.
Just some tough, hard running that time for Fuller to get back to the line of scrimmage. But you can definitely tell, Steve, that Pentucket, they said, we've seen enough of Fuller that first half. And I think they're keying on him right now and having two guys on Fuller to make sure he's not the guy running the football.
I think that's a great adjustment to make, as this kid is so dangerous with his legs and his arm. Also an all-star lacrosse player is Fuller, but a phenomenal football player, one of the best in the area. He's in the shotgun. Just offset to the left is Varadukis. Two wide receivers out to the left, one to the right. That's Sam Craig, 1-on-1 to the right side. Let's see if Fuller looks for him. Fuller hands it off, though, to Varadukis. Oh, brought down by a great defensive play by Pentucket. Number 5-4 on the play. 5-4, where we at?
I'm trying to find it on the roster myself.
I found Jacob LaBelle.
There you go. I'll have to talk to the superintendent over there, Dr. Bartholomew. The Pentucket roster is in alphabetical order.
Very
Typically
difficult.
use the numbers, but, you know.
Tell him, Sean.
Makes it very difficult for the announcers up here to call out the players' names.
Here comes Fuller now. 3rd and 2. Big play coming up for the Clippers. He's out of the gun. He's looking to throw. Left side. No, he goes over the middle. Caught and complete. Guess who? Sam Craig on the play all the way down to about the 2-yard line. Another first down for Newburyport.
Tell you, Fuller just looks so calm back there. You know, he gets the shotgun, gets the snap, takes his time, sees Craig coming right across, steps into the throw for a big gain that time.
Sam Craig really coming alive here in the second half. He's already 7th all-time in receptions for Newburyport, and he's racking up those and some yards here on today's night's matchup. He's way out to the right side, 1-on-1 coverage. Fuller in the gun, offset to the left is Varadukis with two wide receivers to the left. Fuller in the shotgun, bad snap, but he's able to grab it, going for the end zone. Touchdown, Newburyport.
Yeah, nice job that time. Fuller picking the ball right off the ground. You think, you know, it's going to be a broken play, but, you know, when you have an athlete like Fuller, he ends up getting into the end zone.
26-20 is the score here at Stehlin Field in Newburyport. Looks like the Clippers going to go for the extra point, try to make it 27-20. 5:57 left here in the third quarter. Kick is up and no good, wide to the left.
Just off to the left just a little bit there, but not good. But I'll tell you, great start for this Clipper team the second half. The first drive, they shut Pentucket down 3-0. Pentucket had a great field position. They get the punt. They drive right down the field, end up putting a score on the board.
Yeah, definitely gaining a lot of confidence as this Newburyport team, as they've just done so well offensively tonight. And coming off that bye week, I'm sure they're well rested coming in tonight. And a lot of time to really game plan for this one, and it's definitely showing.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you get the bye week or you get extra days, and you know what I mean? You kind of get out of sync a little bit. But I think for Newburyport, with some of the injuries that they had, they could, get a little bit healthier, come into tonight as healthy as they can be. And as you said, I think a lot of game planning and work with the coaches to get the team ready this week. So right now it's still a close game, 26-20. And I really believe it's shutting down the perimeter game for Pentucket. The Clipper defense needs to concentrate on.
Sam Craig with the kickoff left to right at the 35. Pentucket gets it, able to rush all the way up to about the 47-yard line. So great field position coming up for the Panthers. Just a one-score ball game.
Wouldn't be surprised, they try to run the perimeter a couple times, and as we said, Newburyport shut them down. But if you remember that long pass that they hit for a touchdown, they split the defense there, and that's what they're coming out. No backs this time.
Full spread formation.
We're in man-to-man defense.
Harper out of the gun, looking for a man. He throws it long. He's got him open, caught and complete. Big play there, eh? Aaron Kacheka, he had the big catch earlier, comes up again for Pentucket.
Yeah, I think that, I had that sense that was going to happen because they shut them down on that offense, and they're looking for that big spark. And we saw Hopper has the arm to get the ball downfield, and that time Newburyport was in a man-to-man. And just well-executed offensive play from Pentucket. You got to give them that.
Keshke with another big catch. 1st and 10 now from the 22-yard line is Pentucket. Man in motion coming across. It's a keeper by the quarterback. He goes up the middle. About a 9-yard gain on the play. So they are now in the red zone. And looking to score another one is the Panthers.
Right, that time they actually faked the jet sweep, Steve. And then the quarterback ends up keeping it to the right side off tackle.
Yeah, this offense definitely, they like that sweep formation. And now they're doing a little trickery with it too. Just trying to keep Newburyport honest. And it's working so far. 4:25 on the clock. And it's ticking. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, or 2 to the left. Offset to the right is Miller. Man in motion comes across right to left. Harper in the gun looking to throw, but a lot of Newburyport defense guys there, but he is able to get the throw off somehow, some way. And it's caught and complete. All the way down to about the 4-yard line is Pentucket on the first down.
Yeah, just a nice play call that time. They had man-to-man defense, and they run a screen pass right to the right side. Pick up the first down.
I thought maybe incomplete there. That ball looked like it hit the ground.
Well, we got the little TV here. Maybe we can rewind it and bring the evidence out.
Let's play that back. Let's play that back. All right, here we go. First down from the 4-yard line is Pentucket. 26-20 is the score, down 6. Now audible for Harper. Didn't like the play call, so he's changing it up. In tight is the formation. Man coming across left to right. He gets it on the sweep, and it's a touchdown. Pentucket, Nick Carrion with another.
Yeah, Nick Carrion that time coming out of the backfield. Instead of hitting the jet sweep to the wide, he ends up cutting right behind the offensive tackle and gets into the end zone.
26-26 score, 3:13 on the clock in the third quarter. It's been all offense for both teams tonight. Looking to take the lead is the Panthers on the extra point. Stephen Harper, their captain, As just a sophomore, he's going to be kicking it. Kick is up, and it's good. So 27-26. Pentucket takes the lead here in Newburyport. What a battle we have tonight.
Yeah, and you got to credit Pentucket that time. Didn't really rely on the outside game. They relied on Harper with that big throw that we saw. Very similar to that first half throw for the touchdown or close to the touchdown. And they opened it up. They get a big chunk of yardage, and then it's just 4 down territory and end up getting into the end zone.
26-27 lead for the Panthers in this big-time matchup.
I agree, and I think it's really, as we said, it's really going to be in the defense, and it's going to come, as you were saying, I think all game, Steve, that towards that fourth quarter, and it's almost like what offense is going to have the ball last is going to win the football game.
That's it, Sean. We've seen it so many times before. You're listening to high school football here on WJOP 96.3 live in Newburyport. 27-26. Fantastic ball game tonight here at Stehlin Field, and the kickoff right to left for Pentucket. It's a big boot all the way down to the Newburyport 10 as number 3 grabs it to the 20 up to the 30, and he's met by the Pentucket players. So that's where Newburyport's going to start, probably with their worst field position they've had tonight, but still good at the 31-yard line.
Yep, and I just think it's continuing what you're doing throughout that first half. And as I said, I think they've had, as Pentucket had a little more success, I think, on the outside perimeter game. I really believe Newburyport has had some great yardage and really get a good push between the tackles. I think the offensive line is doing a great job for the Clippers, really at the point of attack, Steve.
Just one wide receiver out wide to the left for Newburyport. Fuller in the gun, offset to the right is Veradukis. Fuller looking to run, though. He's got Veradukis as a blocker in front of him. Makes one guy miss, makes another to the 40, 45, 50, and he's in Pentucket end and out of bounds, but a great running play there for Fuller on the first down.
I'll tell you, the move he made over here on a couple of defenders, he can just stop on a dime and make a cut to the left, to the right. He's very, very difficult to, contain. It's almost like you play him and you do like a spy type of defense where you have someone always on Fuller and you sacrifice the extra defender because he can hurt you, and pretty much he's the show. He's got a great supporting cast, but he's definitely the guy you really need to key on if you're Pentucket to try to slow this Newburyport offense down.
Fuller 6 touchdowns last game versus Essex Tech. Boston Globe Player of the Game for Division 5. Putting on a show tonight with 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Man in motion comes across is Sirota. Fuller looking to throw out of the gun. Got a man open to the right side. Caught and complete at about the 41-yard line. That catch made by Tyler Sherbinen.
I'm sure Fuller likes those calls because you just got to catch a snap and throw it out there. He can catch his breath.
I saw, for sure. I saw them practicing that exact play in the pregame, and you could see just Fuller's so confident with that quick throw and confident in his receivers. They're going to make the play for him. Here they come, 2nd and 6 from the 41 of Pentucket. Veradukis just offset to the right of Fuller. 2 wide receivers in tight. Now man comes in motion right to left with 1 wide receiver out to the left. That's Sam Craig. He's looking for him. Fuller is, but he can't find him. Is he going to run? Yes, he is. He tucks it in, and he's off, folks. This kid cannot be stopped. He's thrown out of bounds by the Pentucket player at about the 30-yard line. But another nice run for Fuller. He's looking for a call.
Kind of looked like the horse collar type of grab, but I think it was the jersey. But it definitely could have went either way on that. But just so shifty. I mean, they had 3 guys around him. He had no blockers in front of him. He makes a couple cuts. Boom, first down.
Kid's phenomenal. I thought we were going to see his arm tonight, and we're seeing a lot of how he can run. Just so talented. Both of these quarterbacks, definitely two of the top players in the area. Here's Fuller out of the gun. Veridukis just offset to the left. Man in motion comes across left to right. Sam Craig out wide to the right. Fuller looking for that pitch left side. He does, but Veridukis met by that defense for a loss on the play. Fuller got his hands on his hips like, what was I thinking? I probably should have kept that. And now we got a man down, unfortunately. I think it's Veridukis.
Looks like he's...
He came out earlier this game, and now he's taking a knee.
Yeah, I'll tell you, so Pentucket's really, they're bringing an extra guy in the box that time. So they have the extra defender there, Steve, and they're trying to shut down those running lanes. And, when you do that, it makes sense. But it's also going to have Sam Craig. That's where you're like, okay, you guys want to bring the extra guy in the box. Now we have an opportunity to throw it back out there to Sam Craig to back that defense off.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're looking for. And when you have a quarterback like Fuller who can make those throws as well, he's such a good dual threat, so hard to contain in the pocket too. It just makes this offense that much better when you have a quarterback like Fuller. I mean, this kid's clearly one of the best players in the area. And just so much fun. My first time seeing him in person, and you read a lot about the kids, but then when you see him, it's just like, wow, like he really is, exactly what you've been reading, and probably better.
Yeah, and as you were saying, a great student athlete, great lacrosse player, good role model for the school, and that's something that Coach Smolsky really, I think, preaches to the kids. Like, they're playing for something more than themselves. They're playing for a tradition. They're playing for a legacy. There's some legendary high school football coaches and legendary high school football student athletes that have come out of Newburyport, and it's just a great tradition.
Here comes Fuller out of the gun, second and long. Whistle, though. And that's Veridukis. He came out of the game. It looks like he was holding his left arm. So he's going to be out. We got a timeout, so I don't think they had a play there. I think they called timeout right before the snap.
So yeah, I think it was Pentucket called the timeout, or was it Newburyport? I missed that.
I'm not sure, but they're gonna not call that. That's not gonna be a play. 2nd and 17. Newburyport on the 37-yard line of Pentucket. 27-26 score here in Newburyport. Pentucket with that 1-point lead on an extra point kick from the last score that put them over the top. Seen some crazy special team stuff tonight.
Yeah, I mean, when you're preparing against Pentucket for the special teams kick, you probably got to almost run like a whole defense because, in the sense that, you look at Hopper as not just a kicker. He's their quarterback, good athlete, kicker. So you got to be on your toes. You're not necessarily just going to try to go out and try to block the kick against somebody like Hopper.
Nope, definitely not.
So Newburyport has the wide side to the field to the right. I wouldn't be surprised if they roll Fuller out to the right. You have Sam Craig to the right. And it looks like right now it looks like Pentucket's going to be a man-to-man, so Sam Craig's going to have single coverage on him.
Here's Fuller in the shotgun. Looking for an open man. Throws it over the middle. He's got a man open, but just overthrows it. Intended for Eli Sirota. That's going to bring up 3rd and long now for the Clippers.
I think the coaching staff noticed on that. The other receiver drew a double, and Sam Craig was kind of sitting over here all by himself on the right side. I wouldn't be surprised if they run a similar play, and then the coaches up top hopefully noticed that Sam Craig was open on that.
Oh, yeah.
And come back to him here, especially to pick up the yardage. You don't necessarily need a first down here, Steve. You just want to kind of make it, even if it's 4th down. You want to make it 4th and manageable. You maybe get half of the yardage back here. Newburyport, Pentucket's going into, looks like some confusion on defense here.
Fuller out of the gun. Whistle on the play. Play's dead. Another timeout taken. These teams, you could just tell it's a mental game out there as well. Trying to figure each other out. Just a 1-point game.
Yeah, that time they kind of rolled the coverage back down here to CM Craig. So I think that's why Coach Smolsky called the timeout, him and his offensive staff. And remember, you're it's third and long, but you're really going to stay 2-down territory here. So if you can pick up 5 to 6 yards minimum, then you set yourself up for 4th and manageable, where then you can open up your playbook. So you don't, if you go for it all here, now you're going to be 4th and long, and you might be looking to punt. So it's really, you have 2 downs, you're looking to pick at least half of this up, and that opens up your playbook for a 4th and short. There's not many plays if it's going to be 4th and 20.
See,
that's
a great point, because in high school football, it's a 4-down. In college, in pros, you got guys that can kick this long.
Correct.
In high school, totally different. So here we go now, 3rd and 17 from the Pentucket 37-yard line. Fuller in the gun. Veradukis just to the offset to the left. Oh, he gets it on the screen pass, caught and completed. Just trying to get some yards out of the play. Sorry, that was Paul Suzo on the catch. And he's going to get close to that marker, the 10-yard marker. So it's going to be 4th and about 11 for Newburyport.
It's kind of in that zone where do you punt and box Pentucket in, or do you go for that 4th and 12?
That's going to do it for the third quarter. 27-26 Pentucket lead. Huge 4th down coming up now for the Clippers. They're going to be on Newburyport's they're going to be on Pentucket's 32-yard line on the 4th down and try to get that lead down by 1. We've seen quite the game so far tonight, just as we expected. 2 high-octane offenses going at it, and that's exactly what we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great high school football game, back and forth. You have 2 teams that are, well coached on both sides. Steve Hayden for the Pentucket Panthers and Coach Smolsky. Coach Smolsky was a great player here in Newburyport. He's also a teacher at the high school, beloved teacher. His dad did so much for youth football in Newburyport. And that's what's really important here, especially with Coach Smolsky, growing up here, being part of that great tradition, and being the head coach and teacher coach here, really passing that on to the players. It's, as we were saying, it's more than just playing football. If you're playing football for Newburyport, you're playing for something bigger than yourself.
All right, we're going to start the 4th quarter. Newburyport 4th and 12. The Pentucket 32. Fuller in the gun. Offset to the right is Suzo. 2 wide receivers to the left and a single wide receiver out on the right side. Fuller back to pass. Got some pressure, though. Throws it to the left. Caught and complete. Great play there for Newburyport. Tyler Chaminin with the catch.
And the 1st down.
Huge for
Huge
Newburyport.
1st down. I'll tell you, it was CM Craig had coverage outside. He was wide out to the right side. Brought the safety over. They almost doubled CM Craig, thinking Fuller was going to go to him. Fuller sees that, decides not to throw, checks it down, moves around a little bit, buys himself some time, and completes the pass for the 1st down. Just a great quarterback play right there.
1st and 10 from the 17 is Fuller and the Clippers. He's in the gun. Offset to the right is Suzo. Fuller going to keep it. Running right side. Got some run. Going for the end zone. Met by a player, but he can't get him down. Touchdown, Clippers.
Tell ya, can't say enough about Fuller right there. But you also want to talk about that offensive line, once again, especially on the right side. Number 55, where I grab him, I think that was George Looms.
Great
Nice
play.
job right there. And then 56, Will Roper. Those guys are having a great offensive day, and you always got to credit when you're talking about the offense. You always need to credit the center, Hayden. Oop, I'm sorry. Where's my center here? We get so many names, Steve.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track.
It's hard to keep track. Noah Benson. I'll tell you, Noah's been solid throughout the game. And when you have a great offensive line and they're playing very well, it starts with the center, probably calling out those blocking schemes.
Newburyport going to go for 2. Fuller in the gun. Offset to the right is Suzo. It's a keeper for Fuller. He's going to go for the end zone, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So 34-27. Pentucket's got their hands full with this Fuller kid.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they haven't had an answer for Fuller yet. You know, I think they've tried some zone. They've tried to man. They try to come down into the box. You know, what's nice about Fuller is he can do 2 things. One, he can outrun a bunch of things. He can outrun you. He can outmove you. And he also is tough. He'll put that shoulder down and run you over, too.
Yep.
And then I think that just when you have a quarterback that is talented and aggressive like that, it fuels the offensive line. When the offensive line sees a quarterback that's it's really tough and giving it all, then the offensive line gets involved. And I think the unsung hero tonight for Newburyport's offense has been that offensive line. They've really have done a nice job creating those holes for Fuller and the other running backs.
Yeah, that line highly touted for Newburyport. They got some good size and athleticism, and it's showing tonight. And this Fuller kid for Newburyport, the quarterback, over 1,000 yards running and throwing for his career, just putting on a show tonight in front of the home crowd. Here's the kick right to left, picked up by Pentucket at the 15, all the way up to the 30. Makes a man miss, and up to the about 38-yard line. That was number 13, Aaron Kachetka. He's having a great game.
He has. He's had some great returns, and he's had a couple big catches there for the Pentucket Panthers.
Just making guys miss all over the place. Both teams very athletic.
Yeah, and here if we'll see the Pentucket defense has really done a good job, I think, this half thus far of denying the perimeter outside runs for Pentucket.
Here's the spread offense. Offset to the right is number 3 for Pentucket. In the gun is Harper. That's Jackson Miller in the backfield. Another audible, I believe, here for Harper. 2 wide receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. Harper looking to throw. He does left side, caught and complete. Number 2. It's about a 6-yard gain on the play. That's Nick Carrion with another catch. We got a guy down for Newburyport. Can't see the number. Hope he's okay. Some tough injuries this year for Newburyport. Out for the season with an ankle injury is Everett Kennedy, who was their WR1 coming into the year. Also broken leg for Mark Mosian. Had a big TD catch versus Masco for Newburyport. So those guys are out. Hopefully, who's on the ground? I can't see the number, Sean.
I can't see it. It looks like a cramp.
So hopefully he'll be okay.
So that's typically a once they stretch that out, so it doesn't look like a serious injury. So that's always a positive.
Yep, great news there. Veradukis, he's come out of the game as well for Newburyport. I haven't seen him come back in. It's number 76. Jack Smith, he's going to be okay, it looks like. He's going to come out of the game, though. I think Sean's right. He does have a leg cramp. So hopefully he can get back in. All right, here we go. Pentucket 1st and 10 from the Newburyport 39-yard line. Just 10:30 left in this ball game. Pentucket down 27-34. Oh, Newburyport with a penalty. Movement up there on the line.
Yeah, that time linebacker, let's see, Henry Thurston. just trying to time his blitz, which, it's always a good thing, because if you can time that blitz and get right on the snap, you're going to create some havoc, and just that time got drawn offside. So it's 1st and 5 here.
Looking to throw his Harper. He does. He's got one-on-one coverage. Man open. Caught and complete. Touchdown, Pentucket. Nick Carrion with another one.
Yeah, that time Nick Carrion does a kind of like an out and up, drew the man coverage. And I just think Carrion just threw it up there and understood that Nick Carrion was going to run under it. You can tell those two have some great chemistry, as they've both Carrion's had some great catches there.
Pentucket going to try to tie up the game with the extra point. 34-33. Kick is up, and it's good. 34-34 after the big touchdown from Harper to Carrion. Those guys, man, like you said, great tandem together. A lot of confidence in each other. Great to see.
Yeah, Carrion's having himself a great game. Out of the backfield, running the football, and then also in the passing game. So I think Newburyport's done a good job. In the sense of shutting down that run in the perimeter, and now Pentucket's saying, all right, you're going to shut that down, then we're going to go back to our passing game. So, as you were saying earlier, cat and mouse, with the coaching back and forth. So now we'll see if Newburyport defensively kind of switches back to that zone defense where you get that free safety for help and support.
Carrion last week, 81-yard TD run and a 28-yard TD catch, and in a phenomenal game tonight, just putting up those stats for Pentucket is number 2, Nick Carrion. But here we go, 34-34, 10 minutes left in this ball game. Pentucket going to be kicking left to right from the 40. It's a big, long kick all the way back to the Newburyport 8-yard line. He bobbles it, but able to grab it. He's met about the 20, open hole. It's Smith, and brought down. Great tackle there by 5'4", because Sam Craig almost took that to the house.
Yeah, Sam Craig, great run back. Sometimes, he kind of muffed the kick, which is fine because you got plenty of time back there. When we were coaching, you always get nervous because when that happens, a lot of times your kickoff team will start converging to the football, not staying in their lanes. And then, I think that almost happened there to Pentucket, as Sam Craig has the ability and the speed to break it, and he almost did. He just got a shoelace tackle right there.
Colin Fuller out of the gun for Newburyport. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Fuller looking to pass over the middle on the screen. He does. It's caught and complete. Paul Suzo, he makes a guy miss, and finally brought down, but we got a flag on the play. It was about a 7 or 8 yard gain.
I don't know what they call him back here. Oh.
Looks like it's on the Clippers.
Ineligible. Looks like one of the linemen went downfield, but it was a screen pass. So the line can go downfield because it's a screen. You're behind the line of scrimmage, unless the running back was over the line, but it was really a set up middle screen there.
I thought it was a great play call. We haven't really seen them do that tonight.
I still like that between the tackles there. If they're going to start running the football, Pentucket's back. Looks like they're in a zone defense. They don't have the extra guy in the box.
Newburyport offense in tight, 3 wide receivers. Trips to the right. It's a flip up the middle. On the run, number 3, Eli Sirota. Kind of that counter play. His helmet comes off, but he's okay. And it's going to be about 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Clippers.
Yeah, that time just almost like a little trickery. It was like a counter play, but it was a pitch. Sirota cuts it right underneath the center, picks up a few yards there.
Newburyport getting into their play calls, mixing it up here, trying to keep Pentucket on their toes. Just 9 minutes left in this game. 34-34 live here in Newburyport at Stehlin Field under the Friday night lights. Fuller out of the shotgun, trips to the right in close. Seduzzo just offset to the left and one wide receiver out left. Fuller looking to throw out of the gun. He does, throws right side. Oh, had a man open, but he bobbles it. Brandon Fowler just can't come up with it. It's going to be 3rd and 8 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, nice throw that time by Fuller. That's a tough catch, though, Steve. As you're running towards the sideline, you have a defender like right there on you.
They had it in the hands, but he unable to grasp it in. Brings up that 3rd down now for Newburyport. Back in their own 33-yard line.
I like Fuller running, giving him that run-pass option to the right side.
Let's see here. He's in the gun, looking to throw. He does over the middle. Caught and complete. Nice catch. 1st down for Newburyport. Old reliable Sam Craig. He just won't go down. Takes basically the whole Pentucket defense to jump on top of him. They finally whistle it off. 1st down, though, and guess who? Sam Craig again, coming up big.
Nice job that time by Sam Craig. The coach is a little frustrated because sometimes that forward progress is stopped, and when you don't blow the whistle on that, more guys are coming to the to the runner and this and that. That's how guys get hurt. So I think Coach Mosey is like, hey, blow the whistle when the forward progress is stopped. Just blow the whistle. They throw the flag, just blow the whistle.
That's it, Sean. All right, here we go. It's a handoff up the middle. Seduzzo met at the line. I don't think any gain on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 now, but that clock is clicking. 7:30, 34-34 score. Ticking. I meant ticking.
What'd you say?
Clicking. Hey, the rust
works.
is coming off still, sort of.
I know. I'm a little rusty here myself.
Sean and I back in the booth. It's been a few years. Used to be on 104.9. But now we're live here on WJOP 96.3, giving you high school football here in Newburyport. We'll be here back next Friday as well, and the Friday after that. So make sure you tune in for 6:30 Newburyport football on WJOP. Here's Fuller looking to pass, rushing out to the right side, looking for that man. He throws it.
Great
Caught
catch.
and complete. Guess who? Sam Craig.
I want to see what this call is. If this is so far away from the play.
A lot of flags tonight.
Yeah. I mean, some.
Oh, Craig's got his hands on his head. Wow, going to go against Newburyport.
What was the call?
I am not sure. I didn't see anything.
Oh, ineligible downfield. So that's. So, yeah. That's why I don't coach anymore, because I would not be. I would really not be happy with that call, because the play's about 50 yards away, and the last two offensive linemen are just hanging out over here, and the ref looks at him and throws the flag. I mean, I could see if it was like by the play, but
makes no sense to me.
It makes no sense.
I'm not even sure why the ref was even looking back there. But
right. So that's. Wow.
3rd and long now for Newburyport. The fake handoff. Fuller keeps it, goes up the middle. Nice run there. Gets about 9 yards, but it's going to bring up 4th down and about 6 now for the Clippers right around midfield.
Is it 4th or is it 3rd?
Might be 4th down. Big play coming up for the Clippers. What are they going to do here, Sean?
Nope, it's actually 3rd, Steve.
Sorry, 3rd down.
They had it wrong.
3rd down. See, that rust is still. I'm still rusty.
It's all right.
I'll get it. I'll get it back. Maybe a few more weeks, but
yeah, we don't have candy up here or anything.
Right. 3rd and 6 now from the 49 is Newburyport. Fuller in the gun. Just offset to the left is Suzo. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Fuller looking to throw. He does over the middle, caught and complete for the first down. Nice catch there, Eli Sirota. He's off and running to the 40. They just can't bring this kid down. He just won't go down. Takes 3 guys. First down, Clippers.
Tell you, great job that time. Sirota, not only with the catch, but just, the run after the catch. Made a couple great moves himself. Picks up the first down and extra yards. It's exactly what Newburyport needed right there.
Sirota, just a big-time player for them. He's known for his great defense. A lot of tackles on the year with an interception, but he comes up big. He's come up big a few times for this team tonight offensively. And first down and 10 now from the 38. That time is ticking. 4:34 on the clock. We got a 34-34 ball game live here in Newburyport. Souza just offset to the left of Fuller, who's in the gun. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 out to the left. Here on first down, Fuller keeps it up the middle. He's off and running. Oh, he evades another guy. Oh, that's too easy for Fuller. Finds the end zone, doesn't even get touched. 40-34.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing this all night long. Once again, Fuller just does a great job hitting the hole, keep his eyes, his field vision is really, really impressive. He can see those holes and develop, and he has the knack of cutting where people are not, and he ends up untouched the last 20 yards there.
Fuller.
It's almost like that thing, it's 4 minutes and 10 seconds, and we were saying the team that has the ball last might win.
That's it.
And you're like, all right, is there too much time now? But, Fuller is just doing a great job tonight, along with the other running backs. And once again, when your running backs are doing well, your offensive line is doing well, so we don't want to forget that piece.
Up 6, going for 2 is Newburyport. 4:10 left in the ball game. Man in motion, right to left. Fuller in the gun. Offset to the right is Suzuzo. Fuller looking to throw, trying to find an open man. Throws it over the middle, caught and complete. And guess who? Sam Craig with a 2-point conversion.
Wow. He's such a big target. He's deceptively fast. Like Sam Craig, he looks tall, and as he's going down the field, because his strides are so long, he doesn't look like he can run fast, but he's outrunning people out there. And just almost like a go-to receiver when things aren't going well. Get him one-on-one coverage, and Sam Craig's gonna get you some yardage.
And what a bullet by Fuller. He just threw that ball like a frozen rope on a dime. The kid is a phenomenal player. You just got to see it for yourself. Newburyport takes the lead 42-34. Just 4:10 left in this ball game. Gives Pentucket, though, plenty of time, maybe too much time as Sean evaded. But we're going to find out what happens here as Newburyport going to kick right to left. Guess who the kicker is? Sam Craig, also an all-star basketball player for Newburyport, the senior. Low kick. Pentucket gets it about their own 20 to the 25-30. Met by Newburyport, but gets off. We got a man down for Pentucket, but he's still running. Oh, fumble on the play. Let's see who gets it. I think Newburyport had it. Fumble number 2. Clippers get it there. Clippers, huge turnover. Huge. Crowd's going crazy.
Just a great special teams play that time, and can't fault the Pentucket return man trying to pick up extra yards. He's getting tackled, That's why you always say, you get to the football gang tackle. That second and third guy that's in on that tackle should be swatting and going after that football, and that's exactly what happened. 3 minutes and 58 seconds recovery there. Newburyport, this is where I would slow things down, and I would really capitalize on that offensive line, point of attack, run between the tackles, and just, eat up that clock.
No mistakes now. No mistakes. 3:58 on the clock. Fuller in the gun. All set to the left is Suzuzo. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Fuller out of the gun. Keeps it. Goes up the middle. Met, though, by that Pentucket line. No gain on the play, maybe even a loss of a yard. But that time just keeps ticking away. 3:46.
Yep, 3:46 here. And tell you, nice job by Pentucket. That defensive line didn't give up much running room. I think they have brought the extra guy in the box, understanding that Newburyport might be looking to see if they can get a couple first downs and run this clock out.
Like we said, it might come down to one play in this ball game, and it could be that turnover right there 100%. By carry-on. That could be the ball game, because you know that Pentucket offense was going to come down and do something, but they didn't get their chance on the kickoff fumble. Looks like another timeout to stop that clock at 3:07. 42-34. Newburyport with the lead in front of the home crowd. Newburyport number 8 right now, I believe, in D5, so really trying to get back into the playoffs this year. So a big victory tonight would definitely help them stay probably at that number 8 spot in that area. And then tough schedule coming up for the Clippers. Linfield next Friday, they're 3-1 on the year. Triton the week after that, they're 3-1 on the season. They're having a great year. North Reading, the Hornets, they're 4-0. They got them on the November 1st, and then Amesbury, the big Thanksgiving matchup against that powerhouse.
Yeah, you're hitting in the Cape Ann League, and you know, as we all you focus on the playoffs, I guess, towards the end, but the bragging rights within your league is also really important. You know.
Oh, most definitely. That's what it's all about.
100%. So here, I think this was a good timeout by Coach Smolsky and his guys to get all the right personnel in here, kind of settle you guys down a little bit, because you really need just to get a couple first downs. 1 first down will be significant of running that clock off. So it's, I think, really just concentrating on 2nd and 11 here. You need to pick up at least, I would say, at least 5 or 6 yards on this play.
Oh, botched on the hike, but Fuller athletically able to grab it and get a couple of yards, but still going to be a loss on the play. So 3rd and long now, but that time is ticking at 2:54.
Yeah, I think they're going to let this run down as much as they can.
4th down and 14. Falls at the Pentucket 30-yard line.
Now, in here, you got 3rd down. You know, do you run the football, use up the clock, hopefully you get a first down if you're going to run the football, but being 3rd and 13, you might not, but you throw the ball here and it's incomplete, you're going to save some time for Pentucket.
Fuller out of the gun, offset to the left is Suzo. Whistle.
Delay game.
Newburyport takes too long to hike it, so going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to go back even longer. I believe 3rd and 19 now.
Got to see how many timeouts Pentucket has. I'm not sure of that.
3rd down and long. 2 minutes on the clock and ticking. 42-34 lead for Newburyport. Fuller out of the gun. Suzo just offset to the left. Fuller looking to throw. He does right side. Finds his man, Sam Craig. Makes one guy miss, makes another. Spins. And finally brought down by that Pentucket defense. But a good gain on the play. Going to be...
Looks like it's going to be about 4th and 8, Steve.
Yep.
7, 8.
Time stopped at 1:42. So first down, the game's probably over. So Pentucket defense needs to come up big right now, stop this Newburyport offense, and then have some time on the clock.
Right, you're in that no man's land too. So you're looking at, you know, if you punt, you know what I mean. You got 142. If you can, you know, corner them, make them drive, you know, get the ball down to the 10-yard line or so. You know, or do you go for the first down, and it looks like they're going to keep the offense in, try to go for the first down.
What's the play call here?
I'll tell you, I like Sam Craig coming over the middle again. But I would what I would probably do is I like if you can get Fuller, like give him the pass run option to the wide side of the field. And on this other side, I'd have make sure Sam Craig is on there as your pass option.
All right, let's see how they come out. 4th and 7 from the Pentucket 33, just 142. Single back behind is Suzo. He's behind Fuller. 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left by himself. Big 4th down coming up. It's a Fuller keep on play action. Goes over the middle. Caught and complete. First down for Newburyport. Huge catch. Tyler Chamberlain. And you can pretty much put it in the books, Sean. Newburyport going to come out victorious.
That was a huge play, well executed. You know, we thought it would have been Sam Craig coming across the middle, but as they put Sam Craig on the outside, he draws the double coverage, and once they see it's man-to-man underneath, it's really hard if you're in man-to-man to play, to trail that crossing receiver. And right there was just a nice job. Fuller just really calm, cool, and collected back there.
That's exactly what I was going to say, and just so patient. And such a big play. So much on the line. Finds the open man, gets the first down. They're just going to kneel it here in Newburyport as they have that lead, 42-34. Just 1 turnover on the day, and that seems to be the play of the day, that Newburyport was able to get the fumble on the kickoff. And they're going to come out with the victory in front of the home crowd.
I guess you got to kneel down one more time. What a great high school game for our comeback here.
Phenomenal.
You know?
Just like we drew it up, Sean.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like we drew it up.
Congratulations to Coach Smolsky and his team, and then also the Pentucket coaches, Steve Hayden and Dan Larry.
2-3 now for Newburyport on the season, 2-0 in the Cape Ann League. So huge victory in front of the home crowd for the Clippers. They come out of the bye week with a 42-34 W over Pentucket. Sean, who you got player of the game?
Oh, we're going to be doing the player of the game.
Let's do it. Who you got, Sean?
Obviously, our offensive players of the game. First, as I always say, when you have a good rushing offense throughout the day, your offensive line. So they're my unsung heroes, that entire offensive line for Newburyport. The offensive player of the game, we're going to give to, of course, Fuller. He had an unbelievable game today. Credit him and his ability to do just so much. Can't say enough about Colin Fuller, defensive player of the game. There was a lot of great defense. I'm going to say that secondary did some nice coverages. They had a couple of big passes, but overall did a good job in the secondary tonight. But I'm going to go with Henry Thurston, the outside linebacker, junior, 5'9", 180-pound. Henry did a nice job, especially that second half, containing the quarterback Hopper that time to make sure he didn't do what he was doing in that first half. So congratulations to the Clippers.
Great win for Newburyport, 2-3 on the year. And we got a shout out to our great staff here at WJOP, Lilly, Dissette in the studio, Tom Goodwin doing the camera, Maeve Power, our producer, and Oliver Looker doing great job to make sure you guys get the broadcast out to you here on WJOP 96.3. Make sure you turn in next Friday. Newburyport taking on the Linfield Pioneers at 6:30 p.m. You're listening to high school football here on WJOP 96.3.